Hey, best of U.S. agents, the game just changed. This morning, Amazon stepped forward and said how they're going to take over the real estate business, and you and I better pay attention. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you where I predicted this was going to happen and how it's going to happen, and I'm going to share with you what I think is going to happen. Okay, this morning Amazon announced that they have teamed up with Realogy, a company that I really didn't have any recognition of until I searched on it and found that they own most of my competitors, including Century 21, Better Homes and Gardens, City Habitats, Climb Real Estate, Coldwell Banker Commercial, ERA, Sotheby's, to name a few. And Amazon has basically came forward and said, we're going to partner with them. And like Jeff Bezos does so often, that's indication he's going to make an attempt to take over the industry. 8 months ago, I did a video, and at the end of this video, I'll give you a link to it, where I said that in my estimation, it was either going to be Gary Keller, Zillow, or Jeff Bezos who was going to run this business within the next 3 years. And it's now coming to pass. So what does that mean to you and I? Well, certainly Zillow, we kind of knew what they were going to try to do. They were going to try to push aside their lead generation and become more of a buyer and seller of homes, and I predicted that they would get into follow-up business after they got a new homeowner and provide them all kinds of services that would create ongoing income and an ongoing relationship with whatever the Zillow Corporation ended up looking like. I honestly believed that that corporation would look a lot like Amazon and would be Amazon. I actually believe and still believe that that's who Amazon has their eye on. But nonetheless, what they also recognize, whoever it is, you got to have feet on the ground. So Amazon's move, it appears to me, is that we're going to get the feet on the ground. We're going to create relationships. We recognize, as I did in a more recent video, proclaimed that this industry is going to turn agents into advisors, much as financial advisors are, that create ongoing income. You can't survive in this industry just by, or any industry, just by eating what you kill. You have to have ongoing income. I published this book in November of last year, and I described this exact scenario of what would happen to the industry and how Amazon would probably be a big part of it. I suggest you get the book and read it, because it maps out what this industry is going to look like. You don't have to wait for Zillow to change it. It's all right there. And so what does that mean to you and I, who are agents in the business? We have to own the market we choose to serve. And that is, we aren't going to be able just to be the guy who sits on the sidelines and waits for our sphere of influence to say, hey, I want to sell a house and I like you better than Jane, so I'm going to give you the contract to sell it, and we catch the low-hanging fruit. That low-hanging fruit is going to be gathered by technology. In the article that Inman wrote about this merger, it's saying that you're going to go to an Amazon website and you're going to fill out a form of what you want in a house, where you want to live, and then they're going to match you with an agent. Well, it shows you they're not only going to match you with an agent, but through artificial intelligence, which Amazon owns, they're going to match you with a house as well. You're going to tell them what kind of kitchen you want, what kind of master bedroom and bath you want, how many square feet you want. They're going to show you a bunch of pictures, and then they're going to say, Carrie, Anita, here's 5 houses that fit your needs. And then they're going to send an agent or Uber to take you to the house, and you're going to do it over a computer. That's how you're going to buy houses in the future. And if you want to be a part of that industry, you need to become, first of all, you need to become knowledgeable on technology. Secondly, you need to become knowledgeable on social media, because that's what's going to drive all this. I wish I wish I had better news for you folks, but the shot was just shot over the bow. Uh, your career is in jeopardy, and you better figure it out. I'm going to put at the end of this video the links to the two videos that I produced, one a year ago, one 8 months ago, and then I'll also share with you that about a year ago I bought 1,000 shares of Zillow, because you trust me. Trust me. Amazon isn't going to stop here. They just put the boots on the ground. That was, they went with Realogy. They've now got, I think it said somewhere in the neighborhood of 130,000 agents across the country at their disposal. And they're going to pick and choose amongst those for the top agents. So it's coming. It's coming. I wish I had better news for you. But subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel here, and like the video, and then go to my website, Best of US Agents, and that's where I distribute from there the written information, the written way to that I get leads. I right now have about $10 million in listings amongst 7 leads that I've gotten purely through technology. No sphere of influence. I don't have that rich of friends. So go to Best of US Agents, and that's where you'll find the book. It's all in there. It all is explained, and let's try to save our jobs. Half of us will go away. Trust me, half of us will go away. Okay. Boy, it's coming fast.